Hey everyone, it's Keith. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a good day. I feel like audiences have spent the last 3 or 4 years finding their way back to Tom Cruise. And I think the apex of that seems to be Mission Impossible Fallout. Fallout is the 6th entry in the series, and in it, Cruise returns as IMF agent Ethan Hunt, and joining him are Simon Pegg, Ving Rhames, Alec Baldwin, Rogue Nation standout Rebecca Ferguson, and Henry Cavill's mustache. When weapons-grade plutonium falls into the hands of terrorists, our heroes must race against the clock, and look, the plot doesn't matter in these movies. It's never mattered, going all the way back to the first one. We came for the action, to see the set pieces, to see Tom Cruise running, doing insane stunts because he's a crazy person. And for a while, it seems like people forgot how good he is as a movie star. Mission Impossible 3 came out in 2006, just a year after, you know.
Have you ever felt this way before?
Even I was a little bit guilty of forgetting about Cruise for a while. I didn't see Mission Impossible 3 or Ghost Protocol for a while after they were out, but when I did, I thought that they were great. Now, in the 10 years since, Cruise has moved further and further away from his 90s persona of working with prestige directors on basically whatever project they wanted him for, and he's committed himself to your entertainment. While that is in a way kind of sad, we'll probably never see him work with Spielberg or P.T. Anderson again, for example. His movies from the past decade have been more hits than misses. And of course, he's always come back home to his franchise of franchises, Mission Impossible. Fallout is written and directed by Christopher Mcquarrie, who also made the previous entry, Rogue Nation. He's the first director to return to the series, and because of that, Fallout is the first Mission Impossible sequel to have any real sense of continuity. For the 4 prior sequels in the series, you could watch any of them without having seen what came before, and yeah, that is a little bit weird, albeit not unheard of. Most of the James Bond movies operate in the same way. But Mission Impossible Fallout almost demands that you've seen its predecessors, specifically 3 and Rogue Nation. But don't worry if you haven't. There's a scene where Ving Rhames' character explains all the information that you need to know from those entries, and that's a little bit clunky, but it's necessary for the uninitiated. Mcquarrie understands what this series is, what it needs to be, and how to weaponize those elements for maximum entertainment. And Cruise, frankly, has the balls to do the stunts that sell the picture. There's a reason those stunts are all over the marketing, and no other American movie star does anything like them. The Rock doesn't do this shit. Most of his movies, even the good ones, are filmed on the most obvious green screens I've seen since the Star Wars prequels. Action movies define the summer blockbuster movie season. They have for decades, and for the last 20 plus years, the Mission Impossible series has been a cut above the rest. Except for 2. Everybody hates 2. Mission Impossible Fallout gets an 8 out of 10. It's not my favorite entry in the series, that's probably Rogue Nation, but those 2 would make for a great double feature. Tell me what you thought of the movie in the comments below, and like this video and subscribe to my channel if you'd like. I'll see you next time for another movie review. Bye-bye.